Yes.
Why is it wrong?
Again, our holding up of security systems that would go to a country that is fighting aggression from Russia for no good policy reason, no good substantive reason, no good reason, national security reason is wrong.
Mr. Mulvaney in the same news conference said, quote, if you read the news reports and you believe them, what McKinley said yesterday, well, McKinley said yesterday that he was really upset with the political influence in foreign policy. That was one of the reasons he was so upset about this. And I have news for everybody. Get over it. There's going to be political influence in foreign policy. Ambassador Taylor, should we get over it?
If we're talking about political influence, meaning attempts to get information that is solely useful for political campaigns, if that's what he's talking about, we should not get used to that.
Finally, Mr. Mulvaney said, again, I was involved with the process by which the money was held up temporarily, okay? 3 issues for that. The corruption of the country, whether or not the countries were participating in the support of Ukraine, and whether or not they were cooperating in an ongoing investigation with our Department of Justice. That's completely legitimate. Mr. Kent, were you aware of any formal Department of Justice cooperation requests made to the Ukrainians?
I am not aware that there was any formal Department of Justice request in this matter, no.
Was Mr. Mulvaney's statement false?
I think you'd refer that question again to the Department of Justice, since I don't have full knowledge of whatever they may have been working on.
Just about an hour before the 2 of you sat down to testify today, the president tweeted multiple times about this hearing, and he put in all caps, never Trumpers. Mr. Kent, are you a never Trumper?
I am a career non-professional who serves whatever president is duly elected and carries out the foreign policies of that president in the United States, and I've done that for 27 years for 3 Republican presidents and 2 Democrat presidents.
Ambassador Taylor, are you a never Trumper?
No, sir.
Ambassador Taylor, finally, you said in your statement on page 19, Mr. Chairman, there are 2 Ukrainian stories today. The first is the one we are discussing this morning and that you have been hearing for the past 2 weeks. It's a rancorous story about whistleblowers. Mr. Giuliani, side channels, quid pro quos, corruption, and interference in elections. In this story, Ukraine is merely an object. Is it also true that in this story, it's about the President of the United States?
Mr. Solo, I'm here to tell you what I know, and I'm here to tell you what I heard, and what I said. And in that regard, I can't answer that question.
But what you testified to also involves the President of the United States, is that correct?
The President of the United States was on the telephone call on the 25th of July, yes, sir.
Thank you, I yield that. Mr. Hurd.
Thank you, Chairman. Gentlemen, I appreciate y'all's decade of service. As the fabled Foreign Service officer, Ambassador Ryan Crocker says, because we have pumps and wingtips on the ground, meaning diplomats, that prevents us from having the need to have boots on the ground, military. Y'all are an important role in our national security, and thank you and your colleagues. Mr. Taylor, my first questions are to you, and these are questions that are on years prior to your time in the Ukraine, but I'm pretty sure you can answer them. Did the Ukrainians get good aid in FY17?
Did they get any aid in FY17? Any? Yes, sir. They did give assistance.
And they got security assistance as well.
They did.
And if I said that number was circa, military assistance around